Back to Syrian County, but we are not here to expand the city. We are here to play around with the new bikes patch that they created. Well, I mean, what they added to the game. Because I thought, what better way, instead of making, like going back to like the test game that I have, hopefully got people, don't worry about that for right now. This is a perfect place for, right, because this is our Netherlands themed city build. So I thought it'd be a perfect place to go play around with bikes and stuff. So let us get into what we got going on here. So first off, we are gonna go into the bikes and just kind of see what we got going on. So we have all kinds of different bike paths. We got one way, we got two way, got wide pedestrian, divided wide pedestrian. We got keys. We got more keys. Nice bridges. Bring these up. Even more nice bridges. Boom. We got so many bikes. Somebody on a bike already? We got our first bike person who is not using bike lanes because they will take up entire lanes if there are no bikes available. We have our one ways, our two ways, our divided pedestrian walkway, but well, not also, but we also do have. If I go into here, we have single bikeways, single side bikeways, where you have a double like that. And then you can say, I don't want bikes on the road. I think is pretty good. Then bikes won't go on the road, but they'll go on the bike lane. So I will be back once we get this city all bikeified, and we will see what happens to the city. I'll be back. And we are back. We have bikeified the whole area, so it's all has bike paths, stuff like that. But besides all the paths, we do have all these bike parking. We have just a larger bike parking. We have our single ones that are just on the side of the road. Bike stand. Just we got a five, one, two, three. We have five bike stand, and then we have just a bicycle parking area, which has quite a bit more. You actually charge parking for. I didn't realize we could charge parking for that. Wow. Okay. I would not charge parking for that. Then we come over here. We got our small bike shelter, and then we have our large bike shelter, which are just nice bikes with top of them. Game likes to be a little jumpy right now for some reason. Over here, we have a small bike storage, so it's just like a building to put your bikes in. And then we got a medium bike storage. Then we got our large bike storage. So this one has 16, 28, 38. We got the bike parking hall. Looks pretty nice. Here to the large bike parking hall. Okay, so that one has 326, 60. And then we got underground, which is 400. So yeah, we got a whole lot of new bikes. Yeah, but oh well. So let us see what other stuff we can do to encourage people to use bikes around here. So we already got quite a few people using bikes. We got people using our bike stands and stuff. But besides all that, what you do have is have bike traffic restrictions, which stops bikes from going on roads, which don't know if I want to use, because something I did find out when I come over here, bike lane kind of ends at like bus stops. See, I didn't know there was a bus over. Is there a bus over here? No, that's a taxi stop. Oh, that's a taxi stop. Yeah, so like bus stops and taxi stops, there are no more bikes. But yeah, so for right now, I think I'm gonna just leave that off because I feel like people are gonna use a bike pass anyway. But if you don't want them riding through the roads, you can just say that, and they won't run through the roads anymore. But then we also have Urban Cycle Initiative, which will promote cycling as an alternative to private motors. So that will hopefully make more people wanting to take. Right? Oh, that's a parked car. I was like, what's that? Want to take bikes. We got some of these that are being used. We got somebody somebody right on our bike path. We just kind of follow you through our bike path. So they prefer actual bike paths if the game wants to run over like they prefer the bike pass over just like the separate on the road. This is the preferred mode of transport, and then we got a bit of a junction here, which may work. Yeah, it looks like it does. People come in. It's a people bike junction. Got some trees in the middle of the bike path, which I probably should fix. And then you ride on to the other side. But then I also added this one here, which is both people and bikes, so you can take your bike over here and go straight across here. It's just more of a shortcut way. But if I come over to the train station, are people going to start using this? Okay. We got 5, so not a whole lot right now. We can charge our parking right now. We really want people to use bikes, so we're not going to charge for bike parking. We got 24 out of that one. Oh, actually, we gotta have more on that. We gotta have side engines. I think you're supposed to put it in here, but you can put it wherever you want. So yeah, that is the new bikes. I think it looks pretty nice, and actually if you zoom out and I pull up the actual bike parking, you can see I kind of went all over the place with this. You can see how bikeable this area is. Actually, there is a new tab over here, so it is going to be up right there. I'm sorry, yeah, so you can see how many bike parkings we got. 93, so we got 63 out of 916 bikes capacity, which got none over here. It's all over here. If we look at this, we can see how many people are actually using our bikes. There actually are nobody over here. There's some people over here actually using bikes. These are over here. So that might be worth doing eventually, is adding bikes over there. So if you see people using a certain path, you might want to put bike stuff. But right now, it's small and there's not many people using it. So it will just grow and grow more in the future. But besides all this, there has been some new additions to the game. Hey, we have some more quality of life stuff added. So we have a small wind turbine here, which you can see is much smaller than a large wind turbine. These amount less. That's out of 300. A small water tower, which feels like would fit nicely in a small town city type environment. But you can also just kind of place these around, which will just add water. And then we also have another windmill, which will look good in like a farm setting. Besides that, we do have game. Game likes to jump around. I guess if I get this fixed, but we have an actual small rail depot now. So versus a big giant thing, you have an actual smaller one. So then you have add extra tracks, which just adds on more, and then you have a maintenance hall, which adds in there. So that adds 8. So you already have 8. So this can add quite a lot more than I thought it would. But then we also have a new train station over here. So I'm gonna come over here, and so you got extra platforms, which makes it into a larger train station, which takes away the parking. You got a bus terminal over here, which is a nice bus turnaround area. Yeah, you got a tram, which I think goes on this side. Yep, so the tram comes on this side, so parking kind of just goes away completely. Some more new buildings. So we have the North American. These I think look really nice. These look like probably like a Louisiana or like a South type thing, or actually even like a Northeast, but like just old style boat. I think these look really nice. These would look really well. And along with this, let's get over here. We have the EU version. I don't know why the game's BO so jumpy all of a sudden, but again, I think these look really fantastic. If I can just click on the right thing, there it's well. Oh, get in the right position. Yep. So these look really nice. Nice looking wholesale buildings, and I feel like these would probably fit in well with the actual Netherlands build I got going on over here. It's like a small little district. Even these like on the water, I think would look really cool. So I may actually start expanding with more of these over here. But along with that, we have some new parks over here as well. So let's turn around, come over here. Just a bicycle park, which is just bicycle tire. All this stuff going around there. I mean, all the bike parking around it. Compared to a large campsite, which I think is the same size as a regular campsite. If I go in the right tab. There it is. Yeah, I think it's just oriented more horizontal, but just a new campsite we got going on here. We're to a business plaza, which I think looks really cool. With little ups and downs, a little bridge we got going on here. It looks really nice. Fit in like a nice little business park or downtown setting. Then we come over here to the Terrace Plaza, which again, nice little looks like shopping mall type thing down there, or maybe not. Maybe. Because you could have like some stores or stuff like that, or like a food place down there, but you got like a nice business thing over here. Again, would look pretty good in like a nice downtown city. And then we come over here. We have our trams. We have our looping tram stop, so it just kind of loops back around. I think this is like a great looking tram stop going on here. Nice looping around. Then we got our parallel tram stop, which just kind of goes alongside the road like this. Then we got our intersection tram, which would just be intersected in the road and come straight through like that. Again, looks really fantastic. And along with that, we do have a new subway yard. We have a smaller one, which is more like a terminus, really small. Again, this could fit like a nice downtown setting. So we how many subways? We have 5 subways with extra tracks where you can just add on side of, I guess. Okay, so we have that. Extra track through tracks. Turn map. Boop. This side. Boom. Like that. We got some trams. Not trams. Subways. Subways on the outside. Like we just have as many as we want, and it just adds on to. Okay. Yeah. And then we have a maintenance hall, just like the train. It's maintenance hall here. Also adds tracks outside of it, so we can have like a nice complex. I do like the look of this. I think this is a really nice looking building. Compared to like the old subway we have, if I go in here and I go to like the yeah, subway right here. Compared to like this building, it's much smaller and I think looks that's a mass building. We got smaller buildings now for both the trains and subways, which I think adds so much more to the game. Yeah, stuff we got going on here. Take a look at our bike. Oops, that's the game run. I think I've been seeing a lot of people biking around. I've been seeing a lot of like traffic jams around. So I think this is a pretty good here. Our main line in the background. Our bikes going through. Nice bike system.